My name is Memuna Avani, and I am the Communication Director with ICM Islamic Center of Minnesota. So, for a person who does not know about Islam, I would tell them that Islam is a religion of peace. It's considered the last of all the Abrahamic religions that were sent by God to the humankind. If I see a person who is saying Assalamu alaikum to me, or I see a woman who is wearing hijab, or a person who is praying, we are all going to do the same things. We all fast. So that is something which brings us together. So when a person starts a prayer, basically they start standing up, facing in the direction of Mecca, which in Minnesota that will be the northeast direction. Actually, even before they start their prayer, Muslims they have to do a ritual cleaning called ablution, or in Arabic it is called wudu, and they clean themselves just main parts of the body, for example, hands and face and the mouth, and then their feet. And then after that, they make an intention to do the prayer, and then they face towards Mecca. This is a prayer hall which you see right now over here. Over here, people come 5 times a day to pray. People can just come by themselves as well and pray however as they want. They can pray at home as well. So this is a daily prayer. But then there is a special prayer which happens on Friday, which is called the Friday prayers, or in Arabic it is called Jummah prayer, which is a congregation prayer. When people come in, the person who is leading the prayer is going to start with a sermon, which is usually 15 to 20 minutes long, and then after the sermon they do a prayer, and then that's the end of that prayer service. There are other pillars in Islam which are basically, they have the idea of worship as well. So we talked about the prayer, which was a 5 times prayer a day. But then for a Muslim, the pillars of Islam is like basically believing in oneness of God. So and then there is the second pillar of Islam is, as I mentioned, prayer, and then the third one is fasting as well. The fourth pillar is giving the charity, where Muslims they have to give charity to the people who are in need, depending on where they are living. Muslims can give charity throughout the year, anytime, anyway, but all the Muslims who are financially able to do it, they have to give at least 2.5% of their savings every year. And the fifth pillar is Hajj, which is a pilgrimage, and that is something any Muslim who is physically able to do it and financially able to do it, they have to do it at least once. 2 holidays which every Muslim just loves, and they just wait for those 2 holidays every year. So these are called the Eid celebrations. These 2 celebrations are done at different times. First Eid, called Eid al-Fitr, which is done after the month of Ramadan. Whenever the month of Ramadan ends, that is how Muslims celebrate the ending of Ramadan with Eid al-Fitr. The second celebration is called Eid al-Adha, which is basically celebration of sacrifice, and it is done once the Hajj, the pilgrimage, is over. In the month of Ramadan, Muslims fast throughout the whole month. What their fasting is, the way Muslims do it is they start their fast before sunrise. They eat, they pray, and then after that they do not eat and drink or stay away from anything which is prohibited, and few things which are not prohibited until the sunset. Also during the month of Ramadan, apart from doing the fasting, Muslims also do extra prayers, nightly prayers during the whole month of Ramadan. The story of Prophet Joseph has a lot of impact on my life personally as well, because he became the ruler in the sense he had the power. Even at that time, he used his power and authority just to make the conditions better in his area, not to take revenge from people who had wronged him. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, even before the Islam came, he would stand up and fight for the justice, and make sure the person gets his rights. And when he became prophet, he was a leader, he was a politician, and he made sure that everybody who is living in the area which is under his control, nobody is depriving anybody of their rights. Just because Prophet Muhammad is Muslim, this does not give a free pass to a Muslim to do something wrong and with any other person who is not a Muslim or is from another religion. So his life is full of social justice.